everyone, my name is Ed Decosta and you have found my Get Edified video blog. As some of you know, I do quite a bit of sales training. I spent the majority of my corporate career in sales, marketing, business development, and there's so many lessons that I've learned over the years from doing things well and doing things not so well and learning from mistakes. And one of the lessons is that there are 4 sales in every sale, and that the first one is the most important. Now, before you tune out and you think, well, I'm not in sales, this is not relevant to me, you are in sales. I don't care what it is you do. If you're a human being and you know other human beings, you're in sales. Because all of these principles I'm about to talk about, even though I do workshops for people who are professional sellers, it's applicable if you're a husband, a wife, a child that wants to borrow the car on Friday night. If you want to ask someone out for a date, you're in sales. So the principles that I'm about to share with you are applicable whether you identify as a salesperson or not. So the 4 sales that are in every sale, and I'm going to do them in reverse order. The number 4 sale, of course, is the consummation of the transaction. The prospect or potential customer, or maybe it's mom or dad or some other person, buys what you're selling. They buy the product or service or idea or suggestion or proposal that you create. This is what most people think of when they say you made the sale, but it's actually the 4th one. So what's the 3rd? The 3rd sale is that the prospective client or customer buys the idea that you are selling to them, buys the picture that you're painting, the desired future state, the solution to a problem, whether they knew they had the problem or maybe weren't conscious of the fact that they had the problem. But in any case, they buy the picture, that's the phrasing I prefer, the picture that you paint of their future state. That's a desired future state as opposed to their current state. They like the idea. When they visualize it, when they picture it, when they feel it, it feels right. So that's sale number 3. Sale number 2 is that they got to buy you. They buy you. Doesn't matter what it is you're selling, whether it's a product or service, a service that you provide or a service that someone else provides. That person who's the potential buyer buys you first. And if they don't buy you, they're not buying anything from you. So why do people buy you? Well, they come to believe in your capability, in your integrity. In other words, they feel like they know, like, and trust you enough to do business with you. And going just a little bit deeper, why do people feel like they know, like, and trust you? In most cases, it's because they get a sense that you know, like, and trust them. It's a reciprocal kind of a feeling. So be very intentional about conveying to someone that you do business with that you know who they are, at least enough to do business with them, that you do like them and that you trust them. Trust them enough to be transparent, to be honest with them. So that's number 2. So what's number 1? Do you know? Some of you, I'm sure you do. In fact, it's the only one that the buyer doesn't have to buy. It's what you have to buy as the seller. The first sale in any sale is that you, the buyer, or you, the seller, have to buy you. You've got to buy yourself. You've got to have confidence. You've got to know your own integrity, your own values, your own sense of purpose, and that you are made for this, that you are going to walk your talk. You're going to deliver the way that you promise to deliver. Because ultimately, when you're confident, there's something called confidence transference, that the confidence you have in yourself gets transferred consciously or subconsciously to the potential buyer. Essentially, they borrow your confidence in you to have confidence in you. And there's another link, if that wasn't enough. And it's the so-called bridge between confidence and competence. Your confidence in yourself and in the message that you deliver gets translated into their perception of your competence. It's a similar word, but different. Your confidence becomes their sense of your competence. And let me just put a fine point on it. If you don't buy you, how can you reasonably expect anyone else to buy you? So those are the 4 sales in every sale. Again, my name is Ed Decosta. I hope you found this helpful, and wherever you are, make it a great day.